Hi, I'm single. And I'm not just saying that just to pique the interest of eligible bachelors in the room, though. You're welcome. No, I'm here to tell you that this is about to get vulnerable. Brene Brown style. Because we are talking about algorithms in the wild, an African guide to dating after 30. So, I'm single, I'm Christian, I'm African, and I'm childless. And this is the part where the African aunties enter the chat with sorrows, prayers. Because this is how I see myself. Get hurt. But this is how my family sees me. And I'm not the only one. This research is showing that globally, not just as African women, we are marrying later. So, a really great number of us are entering into our 30s and our 40s unmarried, which is very different from earlier generations, right? Right. And why is that? Well, we are studying longer and we're chasing careers. There, my kind regards. Right? And now we are navigating the unpredictable economic global catastrophe. Yeah? And also, bad Tinder dates. Woo! The Tinder dates are bad. But here we are. We are 30 plus and we're accomplished. But all we've ever heard as African women at kitchen parties and bridal parties from our mothers and our aunties is what? Number one, don't get accomplished. No man will marry you. Also, don't wait too long. No man will marry you. Also, don't let anybody brush your feet with a broom. It's a bad omen. And no man will marry you. Right? So, as African women, we are very fluent, and I do mean fluent in all the ways that no man will marry us. But we dared, we strayed against, and now here we are, 30 plus and accomplished, and in this modern world. And unfortunately for us, there's no oracle to meet us here in the matrix, especially according to what? Our cultural context, right? So, I'm a millennial, a problem solver. Sweetie, me, I was raised by Oprah Winfrey, Felicia Mabuza, and Tuso Butawung on a Sunday. Do you understand? I grew up on pap and sour milk. I was raised by a hand of an African woman who does what? Who does not believe in a pity party, and also mental health. You know, they don't believe ya. Because what do you mean you're too depressed to wash the dishes? No, but really, like, what do you mean? I once told, I was with my grandmother, I was like, Umakulu, and I said, oh my God, I'm so depressed. And I need you to translate this in your mother tongue because English does not do justice to it. She said to me, in this house, all you do is eat and fart. What is there to be depressed about? Go and wash the dishes. To be fair, washing the dishes did actually help me. But that's not the point. I needed therapy, but also that is not the point. The point is, we are here and we are lost. We're trying to navigate this maze called modern dating, right? Right. But what did I say? Did I not say I'm a problem solver? A problem solver. And I would like to reintroduce myself. Wait. I need to be professional for this one. Hi. I'm Sibongile Tshabalala, a certified trauma-informed dating strategist for millennial African women who are 30 plus. It's the part where you clap. Stop. It's a recent certification. So, when I got to the dating pool at 30 plus, I was splashed with the single most horrifying truth of the 21st century, and that is online dating. And I'm so sorry to tell you this, but research is also showing that online dating now is the number one way for you to most likely meet a partner. It has surpassed meeting someone organically, whether it's at church, at social events, at school, or even at work. Yeah. Kunzima, rough. Rough. So now, just like you, I had to now abandon my meet cute moment. We all have, that fantasy of when you meet a guy, maybe he's across the room and you look eyes. Or maybe yours was you were at Kapana and you chose the same guy, there to slice the meat, and you're like, oh, we're meant to be. Maybe you're affluent and you thought, well, now without a passport, you're going to meet a guy at the airport. But let me tell you what mine was. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a little bit incy, little dramatic. So mine is set on a cinematic landscape pot. National Geographic's poverty style shot. Pot. Nollywood, back in the day, when it looks like it was shot on a 3-megapixel Android phone and it was grainy. And you can see the boom mic showing. And at home, you have to be your own sound engineer because some parts the sound is high. And that was me. That was me. So this is me. Okay. So this is me. Head wrap. Chitenge, because I'm trying to be, even in my daydream, I'm trying to be like Makoti material. Chitenge, maize meal. I'm pounding the maize meal now. Huh? I'm singing the traditional folklore song. Sister Bettina. In the meantime, in stumbles this man. He looks homeless. He looks distraught. He's in tatters. And before any of us could say a word, he falls into my arms. And it turns out he's not crazy. He's not even lost. He is bewitched. Gasp. But listen, my prayer warrior love lifted the case. And then obviously it turns out he's from a wealthy family. And we live happily ever African sunset after. That's what we do. But no, not in 2025. In 2025, I am most likely to tell my kids that I swiped right. And that, kids, is how I met Ubaba. Oh, guys. I was like, wow. What do you mean? But that's not it. It's not just where we meet that has changed compared to the earlier generation. It's how we date. It's how we date, right? We only knew 3 models of relationships when we were growing up. It was monogamy, polygamy, and secret families. Our fathers fathered the entire village. Somewhere, somehow, when you were growing up, you met an older sibling where the math was not mathing, but you're standing there at ShopRite. You're like, no, but how are you 40 and I'm 8? But you know what? You don't ask questions, right? But now we are asked to navigate polyamory, ethical non-monogamy, political affiliations. I mean, I'm struggling with Afrikaans, but now I have to learn 5 new love languages. Do you understand? So it's a cacophony of things. Cacophony. So what do we do now? Well, again, problem solved. I did say I was certified again. So I came up with the big 5 ways guidelines, in which we as African women can date who are 30 plus. Because after having gone through the elements and the algorithms, we need a way forward. So these ones are just some of which, I'm putting out there. So let's start first with me talking to the 30 plus females. Looking into cameras, I'm sorry, the camera's here, I'm so sorry, camera's here. Let's start with number 1. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. We hate dating. We absolutely hate it. I know it is the worst things ever. In between perimenopausing, and emails that hope to find us well. Who has time for the talking stage? Sorry, sweetie, but you do. No, you do. Because if you want your own Boaz, you need to do what Ruth did, go out into the field. And I know we would all like a man to fall like manna from heaven, but even when manna fell from heaven, we were required to go out into the field and gather it. And so what I mean by that is, maybe online dating is not for you. That is fine, but clearly your local church is not it also. You need to visit. Number 2, get a passport. Number 3, go to a stakeholder engagement. I think you're a professional hand. Huh? You think some of us here are just saying, oh my gosh, I'm single, just for... So put yourself out there, right? Right. Secondly, be like a buffalo and build a herd. Listen, dating when you're 30 plus is very isolating. So you need to surround yourself with women that value you and that will pour into you. Women that will tell you that you're the new bombshell that just entered the villa. Do you understand? Trust me, your what? Your herd will protect your heart. Okay? And some of us, I know we do not come to 30 plus unscathed. We arrive here with so much baggage and so much heartbreak and so much disappointment. It feels like you were pierced by a rhino's horn. But I am about to tell you something that is going to be just as stingy as if I am combing out your 4C coarse hair after you've unbraided. And those braids were there for 5 months. So I am going to hold your hand as I say this. Sweetie, it's enough with the healing. Ooh, this healing journey that millennials are on, and I know we need it. We need it in between trauma, parenting ourselves, parenting our parents. But why is your healing journey like a long walk to freedom? Sweetheart, me. Healing does not have a destination. It only has rest stops. Do you understand? So don't forget that in this healing, the healing was not here to cripple you, but it was always to teach you to learn how to walk again. So do not let your healing journey be the one that holds you hostage. Please refer to point number 1. Okay? And what I'm about to say next does not apply to every woman, but it does apply to some. So feel free to judge me, but I stand by what I'm about to say. Let the leopard pounce. For just this season, I feel like you need to have like a season with a younger hot guy. Just once, listen, make sure he has his own money, because you're not a sugar mama, please. Make sure he has his own money. Maraja entertaining yada. Like I said, it's not for everybody, it's just for some. Trust me, do it. It's going to be great for your gut health. I mean mental health. It's great for your mental health. Mental healthy, this is a wellness plan. Consider this your wellness plan. Right? Thank you. Because sometimes self-care does come in a form of a six-pack. And finally, remember, you are watched over by the Lion of Judah, so date like it. Huh? Date like royalty because you are one. Date with discernment, date with assurance, and date with good intentions. Yeah? And please don't be fazed or entertain breadcrumbing. And don't be fazed by ghosting. Date with patience, because they that wait upon the Lord, they shall not be disappointed. They will not be disappointed. They shall mount up of wings like what? When now? They shall walk and not, and they shall run and not. Thank you. So date like you're loved because you are. So let me just confess something. This past year alone, 12 calendar months, 12 from last year, this time to this time. I was ghosted 5 times. I've been in 3 situationships, and I was loved and lost a star-crossed lava. It really has been sorrows, prayers. I did receive lashes. But let me tell you why I'm not discouraged, because I date with wonder and curiosity. I date with hope and also with ease. I date like I am the main character on a Netflix SA rom-com where the entire script is conspiring to play Brenda Fasse's It's Your Wedding Day on my wedding day. So that is my prayer also for you, to date yourself first. Be like Miley Cyrus and buy yourself flowers. Yeah? And through it all, if you remember nothing that I'm about to say to you, remember this. Please, treat yourself with kindness. talk to yourself with words that are gracious, especially to the things that you say to yourself about yourself. And accompany yourself always with love. I am Sibongile, and I am your oracle, and I am here to tell you, because I'm in this journey with you, that love is part of your story. And when it does happen, not if, when it does happen, I hope and I pray and I need you to promise me. Listen, I need you to promise me that it will find you whole. It will find you rejuvenated and jovial. And it will find you with so much love that it pours out into everything that your hands may touch. I am Sibongile. And I've always wanted to say this. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.